she had a blunt, and she was in and out, and the blunt had fell in the tub. And I walked in the bathroom, and I reached in the tub, and I grabbed her blunt, and she woke up, and she looked at me, and she was like, you think? She was like, brother. I said, what? She's like, you think I'm gonna die? And it was in that moment, like, when I'm looking at her, and I'm like, no. I'm like, you gonna be all right?
Right.
And she was like, no. She was like, but promise me this. Promise me that you gonna do something. And I remember that. I remember trying to hand her a blunt. She wasn't strong enough to lift her hand up. She said, just put it in my mouth. And I put the blunt in her mouth, and I walked out, and I remember I went and sat on the front porch of the building that that she was living in. My parents owned the building in Chicago that she was having her hospice care there. And I sat on the porch, and I had to, I kept replaying the conversation, like, you just gotta do something. And she passed away the next day, and 4 months later, I had started doing comedy, and I never.
And that was your younger sister?
No, that was my older sister. So she was 32 years old at the time.
Damn.
And I mean, Shannon, she was a warrior. My sister had been shot. You know what I'm saying? She had been shot several times, a few times she had been shot. And she had cancer. She had cancer for so long, like we didn't even.
Right.
We didn't, like, she was.
She come on and tell you, she go, well, yeah,
I'm
they told me I
good.
got cancer. You like, oh, you've been dealing with it.
You've been dealing with it. You
all
good.
right.
You good. My brother used to take her to appointments, and, you know, what ended up happening was the cancer they had got control of it. And she was in this abusive relationship with this guy, and the dude shot her. And when she went to the hospital they had to do like an emergency surgery on her. And when they cut her open to do it, you know, when that air hit the cancer, it spread. Wow. So trying to save her life from that so she wouldn't have to use the bathroom through a bag for the rest of her life, she ended up having the surgery. And yeah, that was it. Like, after that, you know, it went downhill pretty fast, but it was just, that was like the moment there where I was like, I gotta do something.
Right.
And that was it. She was like the last thing to push me over, like, hey, let me go try this.
That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup.